What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Spectators Podcast, brought to you by Spectators Media. My name is Julian. I am here with Brooke, as always, for episode 194. And we
Sheesh.
are here with a special guest of ours, the one and only Tampa local Pusha Preme. What is going on, brother? Welcome in, everybody.
What's good? What's good, y'all? How y'all doing?
We're doing great. We're happy to get you back on this. We had a big technical difficulties on Monday trying to get this done, but it's good to get you back, and I am excited to talk some shop and get to know you a little bit better, and have all of our fans and your fans alike get to hear you a little bit more. So, Brooke,
X.
if you want to get this rolling for us, the stage is yours.
Yes, sir. So first off, welcome, Preem. Pleasure to have you again. Mr. Tampa will win in the building. Always showing love to everybody. So y'all make sure to give my boy a follow. Check out everything he got going on too. That boy be working. But first thing we want to get into, man, you say you a big basketball fan, and I love that. And I want to touch on like how that all started as a kid growing up. What got you into just rocking with the NBA and going from there?
So I come from a heavy soccer family, being West African, and one summer, uh, like this is when you were able to like watch TV at the crib and be a kid. The Bulls was playing the '93 playoffs, and like everybody was just like hoping for this one guy named Michael Jordan to lose, and he was just like going through the East like it was nothing. And then it was him and Charles Barkley. And like I just fell in love with like him just being like the underdog. Like everyone was just like wanted him to lose. Like everyone hated him. I didn't understand why, because he was just so dope as a player. And then he retired, and I'm just like, what the fuck? So that whole summer, it was just like this guy's gone, and I had loved this team. So I'm just like, what's gonna happen next? So I just stuck with the Bulls since then all the way through, and then he came back and won three more. And then since then, I've been a Bulls fan. When the Bulls come into to Orlando, I make sure I make some time to go see them. Um, I've been there with when we had Joakim Noah, when we had Derrick Rose, when we had Jason Williams. When we had Elton Brand, when we first had Tyson Chandler and gave him up for peanuts.
Nuts,
When we had Jamal
man.
Crawford, we had Jamal Crawford. He was he was the hype from Michigan. I've been there for all those. So yeah, the Bulls is near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, and MJ, widely regarded as the GOAT, or next to it if you're a LeBron guy or anything of that nature. But MJ was known so much obviously for his basketball and his winning. But what just about like how whenever he was in the mix, he was probably going to be the best. That inspires you and kind of the way that you live and create and do all of that.
Yeah, definitely. Like he's always been like somebody that pride himself on like hard work and to just backing up his shit talking. And during that time, it was just like it was dope to see someone actually do that. Like I feel like with basketball, people just kind of be like, I'm just playing basketball, but he took it for more like a pride thing. And I've always thought if you took what he was so ambitious about in basketball and applied that to life, then like you would always be a winner. And then I've seen people do it from like I feel like LeBron takes a little bit from Jordan. I think Kobe does, Gilbert Arenas, Iverson, Grant Hill, Tracy McGrady. Everyone always reveres back to Jordan because of like he just took basketball to like the next level. It was like a lifestyle for him to, winning was a lifestyle for him. And the Last Dance kind of like they touched on this some more. And they had to add dramas, Netflix, so they try to make him seem like he was like a bad person. But I would want a person like Jordan, my team, that cares about the end goal more than I do. You know what I'm saying? Because they won't let you fail.
And if you
Yeah,
got a
because the
guy
people
pushing it.
around you don't care. Like you're not gonna care either. You gotta surround yourself with like minded or people that are gonna want it more, like you said. Iron sharpens
Uh,
iron.
That's facts. That's
Yeah.
facts. We need that.
And one thing I've been kind of on lately is like, um, sometimes being seen as somebody who wants something like really aggressively or wants like has a desire for a goal is almost like some people might say it's embarrassing or cringe or whatever. But I mean, why even be embarrassed? Have something you're passionate about. Go hard at it.
Yeah.
Be cocky about it when you know you're good at it. And those are the stuff that MJ did, and it was it's really cool to see. Obviously, I was really young towards the end of his career, but having a guy like that to still all these years later, 20, 30 years later, after he started and finished playing, to still be the icon that he is remarkable, really.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
And I don't think that's ever really going to go away. I always feel like the mystique of Jordan, whether there's another MJ that comes along, whether the conversation with LeBron really gets to a point where you can fully take the step with rings. I don't think that's happening, but regardless, it's always going to have that aura of MJ. You look back and MJ, you put winning, MJ, dog, MJ. Like,
Yeah.
it's just how it's going to be.
Not facts. I mean, in my opinion, he's like the definition. Just 2 3-peats. You can't really beat that. You know what I'm saying? As like
Yeah.
after retiring, you know
It's
what I'm saying? 6-time Finals MVP. Man's dropped 60 points on Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, on 5 Hall of Famers. He dropped 60, and he was in his third year. The first man that did a dunk contest with a gold chain and brought culture in. He got banned for wearing sneakers, like the same sneakers that we wear today. I've seen people wear Jordans in court, and he got banned for that. So it's like,
You had to put the
you
X
know what I'm
on
saying?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that man is just like, like we have to give people their flowers, and it's okay. You know what I mean? Like people want to make the comparison. I don't really make the comparison because it's two different positions. Like, that's a small forward to a shooting guard. Like, why don't people compare LeBron to Dwayne Wade? You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't. It's two different positions, and if I think LeBron's durability keeps him around, but he's also 6'9", and the rim is 10 foot. Like, he should be able to do all that and then more. If Jordan was 6'9", I don't think he would lose a fucking game. You know what I'm saying? It's just like different players, different builds, different aspects. I just champion them for what they do with their accomplishments. Because the moment that you start looking at the things they don't do and their failures, now it's just like, now I'm judging failure for failure. And it's just like, we're taking away from the greatness,
Yeah, and 6'9", almost 300 pounds too. Can't knock that. But
Can't knock that.
we as like fan bases society really also gotta stop that, because again, it is hard to compare, and you're allowed to have like your favorite. That's fine, but you gotta just let the stars shine and appreciate that greatness, because you could be the greatest at whatever your respective thing is, but somebody else might be better at whatever their thing is than you. So now, how you nitpicking those fine details? It's hard because it's all subjective.
Yeah. For me, it's just, like I just like the consistency of Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm going to get. LeBron is just like, I don't know what I'm going to get. It's like, you're supposed to be the best, but then if Anthony Davis is down, your win-loss percentages are factored in. Like, you're supposed to be like the GOAT, but then like you lost to Dirk Nowitzki and you had Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. But then
that boy Dirk was cold though.
Dirk was cold.
he was cold, but it's like, but well, how come people don't be like, is Dirk better than LeBron? People wouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're cold, but I don't think he's not ice cold compared to like LeBron, right?
No,
and we're
not
trying
at
to
all, not at all.
we're trying to do that grand scheme of it. But LeBron does play a lot, so I imagine the numbers go up because he played more. But the way that these new kids are coming in, like what I've been seeing, oh yeah, he's definitely gonna have a run for his money, because these kids are coming in 19 and they're playing smarter. And now that these kids are getting way more bread, like there'll be a million LeBrons now, because more people are just gonna put money into their body. People are gonna like be watching LeBron go through his old YouTubes and be like, oh, okay, I should be eating oatmeal in the morning instead of eating this. I should be doing that, taking care of my body. Once they start doing that, and then now everyone's shooting threes now, like it's like those numbers are definitely going to be like probably in the next like 10, 15 years, like someone will be able to catch up to those numbers. The way the game is going.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree. Let's also go ahead and get into one of the biggest young kids coming up, Victor Wembanyama. I want to know what you think about him and his size, what he brings to the game, the way he plays, all that.
I think he's still trying to figure out how to play basketball in America. Sometimes he looks kind of lost, but once he gets it, I think maybe like in 2-3 years, once he gets it, he's going to be a problem. Because one thing, like I argue with a lot of people about when it comes to basketball, is like the physique. It plays a huge part in the game. Like if I'm taller than you, If I'm stronger than you, then I have the advantage over you, no matter what. The moment Jason Tatum grew to be like 6'11", this nigga was dropping 50-point games like almost every day because you can't guard me because you're not my height. And if you bring a forward that's my height, right, then he's slower than me. So I'm gonna just take it to the bar. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like things gotta get paired up. Kevin Durant is such a monster because he's 7 foot, but he shoots like a guard. So until you can give me another forward that can guard me, I'm gonna dominate every time. Or you're gonna have to double me. But even if you double me, then I'm just gonna just hand it off. And if I have just a decent enough guard, then I'm gonna kill you. Kind of like the Nuggets. When they double Joker, then they give it to Jamal. Then when Jamal's running around, he dumps off the Joker. Then Joker hands off to you can't guard everybody. Once you started creating these different matchups, it's gonna be a problem. So when Victor becomes like a pure like matchup maker, matchup disruptor, it's gonna be almost impossible to stop him. Just like how it was with Yao Ming. Like in retrospect, Yao Ming didn't suck. Yeah, he wasn't like as aggressive, but like when you saw him and Shaq, he gave Shaq a lot of smoke. And had he had like
Shaq
one
problems.
or two, four players to kind of make the difference, you know what I'm saying? And McGrady not be so injury prone, who knows, man? They probably might have been able to beat the Lakers in the playoffs because that height is just like Victor is blocking shooters, like regular shooters. Like you can't really shoot around him. So now you have to change your whole game when he's on the court. You can't shoot the same. But with him not like I just want him to have just a little bit more muscle because it just every time I see him play, it just reminds me of Greg Oden. Like I feel like he's gonna have a lot of feet problem, running up and down the court. He don't got a lot of like mass on him, so I feel like he falls down too much. So I think he's got to just like learn how to play basketball at this speed, at this rate first, and then I can give him a fair assessment. But when he does get it, it will be a problem. It's gonna be worse than Giannis because he don't even have to jump. So once he starts developing the grown man muscle, it's gonna be a fucking wrap. Once he goes see Hakeem, it's gonna be a wrap because you can't guard the man. You can't. You have to follow him. Like I'm watching the summer league, and people are just doing regular contesting, and it's a foul at the 3-point line. He'll just bait you all day now, and then he's gonna eat at the line. He's gonna get 15 at the line, and he's gonna get 20 on the floor. The average 35, easy type shit.
Because when he's the kind of guy that you compared him to Giannis a little bit, and the comp is perfect. When Giannis was in the league, he was really the skinny kid. He grew a little bit when he got into the league too. Obviously, he's not Victor's height, but as the years have gone on, he's gotten bigger and stronger. And now he's just maybe the strongest guy in the league. Like there's not really anybody physically that can match up with him. And the only flaw in his game is that he's not a high percentage volume shooter. And even with that knowledge, he's impossible to stop. So imagine Victor puts on half the weight Giannis does. And is the naturally gifted shooter that he is already, because he is a pretty gifted shooter.
He is.
That's like pretty incredible. Because Giannis, if he shoots 32 from 3, that's all he needs to kind of make his game just elevate beyond. And Victor should be higher than a 32% shooter from 3. So.
And I like how he's like he's not afraid to pass the ball too. I see a lot of times where it's just like he'll just pick up the rebound like it's nothing, and instead of just like reattempting it, he'll just dime it off. Because once the Spurs start developing their players, now you have to worry about that too. The Spurs are a super young team, but like imagine if they had the same Rudy Gay from a couple years ago. Imagine if they still had Murray. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that pair, ooh, man, it's gonna get scary. Once he learns though, not right now. Now he's
and they're not gonna win a lot of games either. So he has a little bit of time to develop too.
Damn, man. Had he went to the Thunder, it would have been a fucking problem.
Yeah,
oh, man.
That'd have been an issue. I mean, there's a couple of teams that he would have made really good right away. Him on like the Hornets would have been really good to see him and LaMelo. Just even a guy
That's
like
true.
that.
I think they're gonna. I don't think that they would. Well, I don't know yet because I haven't seen it. But I would like. I would want to be on the team to where they could feed him the ball so he could just slow down on the post, because then he could just hook him all day. If he develops a hook shot, they're not stopping that man, bro. Just like they couldn't stop.
Oh yeah, he needs that.
Because you can't contest it. I'm not even looking at you. Like you're jumping as high as you can, and I can't see you. That's good. It's crazy.
I was watching you messing with your little brother or son, and they just trying to jump, get the ball. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
And then
What
once
you
he
gonna
gets the
do?
secondary moves, oh my god, it's gonna be a fucking problem. Like the pump fake jabs or like the spin jumpers. Oh my, like all the new moves that they're doing like in the last 5 years. There's so many new moves
Yeah.
that they have now that somebody like him, if he adapts them, it's gonna be super hard to guard him. From step backs to side steps to the little the windmill carry to finish to the basket. Like, and everyone right now is like the spin jump shot is like that shit is so fucking money now, and you have so much room because the fadeaway is like another one of the most unguardable jump shots.
Yeah,
It'll
if
be
you can hit a
crazy.
fade, I mean, think about Carmelo. He just made a whole living and a career off a
Yeah.
fadeaway jumper, like that he
Yeah.
couldn't stop it.
And Kobe shit, Jimmy Butler's natural jump shots are fadeaway.
Yeah, he leans back just on a stand-up jumper. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
so yeah, I mean, those are types of shots that you're going to be able to generate space no matter what. And if Victor can generate more space than his body already naturally has, he'll be in really good shape. Will it happen? I don't
Yeah,
know. I hope so.
I don't know. Yeah, it all comes down to his health, man.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
health is
I
a
don't
big.
like that he already got sat down for the summer league. That's scary, and I imagine
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
because he just finished the season and all that. But it's a little scary because
Nah,
has to adjust.
he looks feeble, man. He looks feeble on that court.
Yeah,
He falls down for everything. He falls down for rebounds, and I'll be watching his feet when he gets the rebound because like that's how you know whether or not he's gonna get hurt pretty soon. If he don't like learn how to like plant his feet when he jumps up, because you're tall, right? So you're just gonna do whatever you can to get the ball, right? But these niggas is jumping with you, so that little bit of a bump and you fall on your ankle is over. It's over, man. Big men always have problems with their feet, man.
always.
They
Oh,
feet
even the
and
best,
they,
Anthony Davis, the best. Like it's just how it goes.
You gotta know how to use your body. You're that big. If you don't figure it out on your own, you're just out there doing whatever, and that ain't gonna be good. Especially with Anthony Davis with his growth spurt, he got tall so fast. How do you
Mm.
even adjust to that?
Yeah.
Like you
Can you
woke up one
imagine?
morning and you was just now you a center.
You better hope you got like a two-parent household. Can you imagine the school clothes? Or like, how do you go to school the next day?
Yo, you walking around with crop tops.
Yeah, you go
Pre-
you go the summer vacation and come back 4 inches taller. You got to get the whole new fit.
Your favorite shirt gone.
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 Your shoes that you was excited to wear,
Those
get rid of
Jordans that
them.
you saved up to buy,
Yeah.
gone.
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 That's tough.
That's tough.
Is there anybody outside of Jordan? Is there anybody that you've looked at in maybe not just the NBA, but any sports in general, as just like this cultural icon that you've been able to gravitate towards while you're growing up or now? Or
Um, Other than Jordan, I would say it would have to be like a tie between Muhammad Ali, Allen Iverson, and LeBron James. But LeBron James as a father, I feel like he's
Yeah.
like a really dope dad.
I
yeah,
like that.
I think it gets a little overlooked because when we say for the culture, it's like the cool stuff you do and all that, or
Hmm.
being an icon. But yeah, him being a dad and being a pretty seemingly good one from like the optics and like the good person he is, fully agree. Obviously, Iverson is like one of the
Yeah,
most iconic athletes ever, and it's weird because he's not even remotely near like one of the best athletes ever. But just like the things he did and how cool he was doing it, the things he made, cool headbands and cornrows and all that. You ever have any of that
absolutely.
type of stuff because you were watching him?
Hell yeah, man. True. Like, man, I had the Iverson jersey, had the headband. I would like look up his tattoos online and be like, when I get a tattoo, I'm gonna get a tattoo like this. Let me get a tattoo like that. And
You
yeah,
ever
Iverson
do
was
it?
my guy because like, um, no, I did. I think that the closest I got to doing a tattoo that resembles him is he got the Georgetown like dog, and I have an eagle. So that's like the closest that
Fair
I
enough.
came to it. Yeah, but and then like I almost got the like the Asian joint, but then it's like I was like, yo, how do I know this is even saying what it's saying?
I
Like that was
feel
like the
that.
running joke, like back in those days, like Everyone had like the China doll tattoo and stuff like that. I'm like, how do we know? None of y'all niggas know Mandarin or Cantonese. Like, I'm not putting like dog shit on my neck. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. So I never dove into it. I almost did when I found out what Goku looked like in Mandarin, or like, I mean, what would be the proper term for it? I'm sorry?
You're probably thinking Cantonese, probably. Or
Cantonese?
Or no,
Yeah, like
Goku's anime, so probably just like Japanese, I'd imagine.
Japanese, so whatever
like
the Japanese
kaiju,
font is for Goku. I thought I was gonna like that was the closest I got to getting anything like that was like Asian when it came to ink. But yeah, I had the A6s, I had the A3s, I had the answers. I never got the questions. I always wanted the questions. I always wanted them.
They've retroed them a couple times. You gotta make sure you grab a pair.
I know, but you know what it was? I like when I saw them in person, they weren't like really good shoes.
Yeah.
I think I was just falling for the hype.
Yeah.
I would get the answers though. I'll get the A3s, I get the A6, but the first one's like, I don't know, man. It's like they don't look like shoes that I would wear to go out. You know what I mean? They remind me of like I think they're the penny foam posits. It's like the circle joints. I don't know, man. Like
I know
for me, it's like I like more elegant shoes now.
The older we get away from a little bit of
the
stuff.
Like me, I'm more like a Dunks, Jordan 1, 11s, 5s. Yeah, like I wouldn't even wear a pair of 7s now. I used to love those shoes. Maybe like the 11s, yeah. I love the taxis though. That's like the most comfortable Jordan I've ever worn. But it looks 12? Too much like a sneaker. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like too much like a sneaker. You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. I like you said, Dunks and Jordan 3s a lot. Kind of for that there.
Jordan 3s?
Yeah, I'm a big Jordan 3 fan. That's probably my favorite Jordan.
Yeah, a lot of people have been like, were you from up north?
Yeah, I'm originally from New York, but I didn't get into sneakers till I was down here.
That makes sense. A lot of my New York niggas, they like the 3s. The 3s. For me, funny enough, I like the 2s. I got the 2 lows that they drop.
The 2 lows, I can agree with the 2 lows. That I can get down to. I don't know what about them, but they look better without the ankle.
Yeah. The only high ones that I like were the all black ones. That's the only ones that I liked.
You ever had a chance to go out to any of like the big Nike stores? Like I don't know if you've ever been out west, but I know out in Portland, I was out there a couple years, and the big Nike store in Portland, they used to have it. They got rid of it and they've replaced it over the years. But they had this Jordan display casing. And they had every single Jordan shoe. And at the time, they released a 28. So 1 through 28, all in the same, all white out colorway. Lined up in like this display case. It was one of the cooler things. And that was when I was like in my sneakerhead prime. And seeing that, I was like, wow. Like, you can just see as they've developed all the same colors. There's no factors outside of just design. It's a really cool thing. So if you're ever at like one of those big, I know in New York they probably have some stuff like that too in the Nike store.
Yeah.
Go check them out. They're
especially really now, like the like Flight Club got some stuff going on over there. There's a House of Hoops that they got that does some dope stuff too.
Exactly.
I gotta go to the ones in Chicago. When I went to Chicago, I seen the Jordan statue, and that shit was just like euphoric as hell.
Damn.
Yeah.
They actually put it inside now because of COVID. Yeah, it's not outside no more. It's inside the building now.
That does kind of suck that you can't walk by and see it, but it gives you a reason to go in. So kind of fair. Doesn't get
the yeah. They were just afraid people was going to destroy it because at that time, like there was rioting. You know, the Black Lives Matter, the Blue Lives Matter. It was getting spooky outside.
Yeah.
That's a cool reason to go see it. I had never seen that statue. I want to see that statue, and I want to see the Dirk statue outside of Dallas. Those are like the two.
That
one's really cool. That one's really cool.
That's he's doing a fadeaway and everyone jumping at him, right?
Yeah. That's the one that I really want to see. Because those are really
I saw the one in LA. That shit was crazy as fuck.
Which one are you thinking?
At the Staples Center, because like it's all of them. So like the Jack hanging, that shit is crazy, bro. It's like how is it not going to fall on my head right now?
It's him like hanging off the. It's like him hanging
right off the rim.
Yeah,
right off the rim. Yeah.
Very crazy.
The Magic Johnson, like the detail on Magic Johnson to see like how young he was, like compared to now, was kind of crazy. Like they have a bunch of statues. The shit feels like I'm in fucking Greece or some shit like that.
But that's what's cool. Like seeing guys that we grew up watching starting to get these. Like again, Dirk getting a statue. Dirk's not that old. Dirk's like maybe what, like 52. Like he's not that old. So he already got a statue. Seeing that's really nice because you can be like, man, I watched that guy.
They're definitely
up.
gonna give LeBron one
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
he'll probably get maybe one in every place. Maybe not LA, but he'll get one in Miami and Cleveland.
But
For
just
sure.
just to sprinkle, just to get niggas mad, Jordan is the only player that has his jersey retired with multiple teams and never played for them. But whatever.
Who else is retired?
Miami got 23 retired.
Pat Riley did it. So
weird.
I mean,
no,
Pat
wasn't there a
rocking
thing?
with them back
Wasn't
in the
there a
day,
thing
so.
where Pat told Jimmy that he could wear 23? Wasn't that? I'm pretty sure
I
that
don't know.
I'm pretty sure that came out, and Jimmy's like, "Nah, I'm good."
The only reason why he would wear it is so he could admit that that's his father.
Which is definitely his father. Let's get that out of the
That's
way
his
right
dad.
now. That's absolutely
I never
his
seen
dad.
no other NBA player with those weird ass Michael Jordan ears. Jordan got some weird ass ears. He got the MMA ears and never fought a day in his life.
It's 100% his dad, especially with how he gets in the playoffs. Ain't no way. That's genetic. That's genetic.
Yeah, that's genetics. When you look at them, they kind of look the same, man. Like I don't know. I don't see how people can unsee it. Like the way Jordan's eyes. The thing is, like people see Jordan now when he's old, but when Jordan was like in the 80s, like he looked like this nigga Jimmy Butler, man.
I need them to do a DNA test.
Dude,
they got to.
Or at least a
Jimmy
lie detector.
is like.
I think that would be more drama. Give me the lie detector.
The fact that Jimmy was an orphan, like what? An orphan?
The story lines up way
so
too good.
Convenient. It's too convenient.
Way too perfect.
It's my favorite. This is my favorite. What is it called? Conspiracy, because this feels too real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The fact that he Marquette to fucking the Bulls, and then, I don't know, man. They just gotta just go ahead and admit it. Just like they saying that Jay-Z has a son out there in Barbados from when he did the Big Pimpin' video.
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
I wouldn't put it past.
He already cheated on Beyonce. I wouldn't. There's probably a couple others.
Which is the wildest thing ever. Like Beyonce. Wild. Not even because, like, I'm not saying because Beyonce looks the way she looks that her pussy's bomb, but it's just like it's beyond. Like it's like one of the most famous people in the world. How do you think you're not gonna get caught?
She's like one of the most successful women ever.
Like, you would get it, but bro, like, man, like, I don't know how you take that risk, man.
In the elevator because of that, like,
and
crazy.
I feel like that's a really good transition for us because we did have a game set up for you today where, like we mentioned at the top, you're a Tampa artist. You make music around here. You're doing great for yourself. As people are able to see, you got the billboard sign in front of you because you're doing great things recently and doing shows out in Tampa. We're proud of you and proud that we're able to call you a friend of ours. So with that being said, I do want to get this game started. We have a bracket lined up for you, and it is with the 16 most recent artists that have won Album of the Year. There are 2 stipulations. They can't be repeats, so there's no anybody who's repeated it a couple times. We did take them out. So this does go past just 2003. And then we did take out a movie soundtrack because Frozen did get in here. We were not going to put Frozen.
We didn't want to build a snowman.
We would not want to build a snowman. So outside of that, we have this. We threw it in a random number generator. We'll maybe or maybe not. I'm not exactly sure. Put it up on the screen for you guys. If not, we'll have the link to it in the bio for you guys to look at. But we're going to ask you, who do you think as an artist, not just based off the album, but as an artist, would win each individual matchup? And we will get what's essentially the best artist, I guess, of the last 20 years. Yeah. That's one album of the year. Not obviously the best artist, but that's how it goes.
Keep in mind, Preem hasn't seen any of these, so unless he got just knowledge in the back of his head of who's one album of the year, he don't know who's about to come out or the matchups.
Exactly. So you ready for us?
Spicy one.
I'm ready.
All right, Brick. I want you to get this started.
Okay, so first overall against a 16 seed, we got Amy Winehouse and U2.
U2.
You too.
We got a shock
YouTube,
right
yeah,
away.
YouTube got it.
Wow.
Yo.
Oh my God. I got beef with you two. Ever since they put that album on everybody's phone without them even asking us, I got beef.
But shit, Jay-Z did the same shit.
Yeah, he really did.
I'm cool with Jay-Z though. That's my guy.
Look at that. So U2 over Amy. What you like about U2?
Utah, man, they got so many hits. They've been on tour for so long, and
So long.
and Amy passed before she can really like see her full potential.
Yeah.
It's very true. U2, iconic band. Especially when you're our age and have a little spite for them because of that album. But, they have been great for a long, long time. All right, the 16 seed upsets Amy right away.
Wow.
The seeds were random too, just keeping in mind.
Yeah.
All right, so the 9 seed versus the 8 seed is going to be Bad Bunny versus Rihanna. This is crazy.
Oh, that's easy. Bad Bunny.
Really? Already? Let's
Okay.
go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
he's the highest streamed artist of all time.
Of all time.
Bad Bunny, like with Rihanna came in with Jay-Z. Jay-Z gave her a lot of cosigns during that whole like umbrella. Rihanna has like a plethora of different like writers as well too. Her singing to me is just like it's dope, but it's just like I think Rihanna reinvented herself when she started doing clothing and started doing those fashion shows. Now, as for Bad Bunny's been music, but he also transcended into wrestling. So now he's wrestling, doing music, and doing movies. So it's like once you get into the movie bag, it's like you know like now you're in a whole different stratosphere because now he got the soundtracks in the movies now. With the wrestling, now he's like in a whole new culture that listens to wrestling music. You know what I mean? A whole new crowd, and he's still Bad Bunny. He's still touring. He's still out streaming.
Bad Bunny.
So,
And
Yeah,
to
man,
add to that, the only guy I've ever heard, and you know, I'm only 26, so I haven't been around that long, but the only guy I have ever heard be so infectious that like if you ask almost anybody, especially here in Florida, that they listen to him, Bad Bunny is listened to by virtually everybody, whether you know Spanish or not. It's like him and Drake. Like those are the guys that, as far as I've seen growing up, from artists in my generation,
and that's another thing too. That's another thing too. He's doing this shit in Spanish.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I listen to Bad Bunny and I don't know Spanish.
It's pretty
I don't
impressive.
know a word he's saying, but I'll be vibing. My toe be tapping. I'll be trying to sing along. I don't know what I'm saying. We good.
All right, Brick, you got this next one.
All right, so we got the 5 seed against the 12 seed. Black Eyed Peas against Usher. We got the first hold up on here. I like this.
It's an interesting matchup.
See, I gotta go with Usher because Usher, he's a singer and a songwriter and a dancer and an entrepreneur, and he found Bieber. Compared to the Black Eyed Peas, where like they had Fergie, but Fergie dropped the ball at the Super Bowl, so kind of put her in like a horrible position.
NBA Finals, right?
NBA Finals, what it was, and then you know they didn't contain each other as a group. It's like Will I Am really just kind of just like broke off, and that was the end of it. You know.
Yeah.
No, I can get down with that.
I like that one.
Usher's like one of those R&B kings right there, so that tracks for me.
And he put other people on too, like multiple people.
I mean, finding Justin Bieber is bigger than anything he did in his career because Bieber is like triple what his career was. So shout out to just that alone. Yeah, it's crazy.
Shout out Usher.
Wrote those songs too.
Crazy, dude. Yeah. Moving on, next matchup, Evanescence. So one of our alt groups in here, and then Adele.
I hate to do this, but I gotta go with Adele, man. I gotta go with Adele. Adele is she's killing Evanescence when it comes to the Grammys.
Oh,
like her awards are crazy.
Yeah. Crazy.
Like she's killing. She is fucking killing. And once again, she's been in movies. Yeah. Like her impact alone, like people call her Queen of Soul and she's white. Like what? You know what I'm saying? Like she's won best new artist, best female pop vocal performance, and record of the year, and song of the year in the same motherfucking year. And she's from Britain. Like what? Like
That's
yo,
crazy.
yeah. Like she's
If
she's
you're
one of them
looking at
ones.
awards, she's different. She's different if
Yeah.
you're looking at awards.
Yeah, you
for sure.
got to, because it's like, I mean, not only that, I think she sold like over like 170 million records, like compared to Evanescence, which I don't think they've done those kind
No,
of numbers.
they're cultural. They're culturally great, and obviously everybody on this has done good numbers. They won album of the year, so there's numbers and there's like acclaim to some extent. But
Yeah.
Yeah, and Adele's still young. Adele's like 35. Like she can drop out like 4 more albums and make a huge impact.
yeah. All right, the 4-seed Adele takes that one on.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got 3 versus 14. Ed Sheeran against Coldplay.
Oh shit, that's pretty good.
It is a good one.
That's pretty
really
good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna go Coldplay because they're like a legacy artist, you know. They already, you know, I imagine they have over like 100 million albums sold. Trying to remember, I know they got best album of the year,
Yeah.
and they're another Britain group as well too. Yeah, they're just way more iconic than Ed Sheeran right now. Ed Sheeran's like he'll get there, but it like currently like right now.
Ed's huge right now.
Yeah.
But still.
Ed's he's getting up there in terms of the all-time streams. He's either like 2 or 3 at this point. It's Ed, Drake, and Bad Bunny in terms of the streaming king. So shout out to Ed for that. Let's hop on over to the next one. Taylor Swift and BTS.
Who the hell is BTS?
I think we got our answer.
Yeah, they're the K-pop group.
It's the male K-pop group. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know them, so I can't judge. So I'm just gonna go with the obvious answer.
Okay.
That's facts.
Cool. If you ever want to, BTS, they're easily the biggest K-pop group in the world. And like, if you ever decide you don't want to slander a group of people on Twitter for like your sanity, don't slander the BTS people. You will get attacked. People, it'll be vicious. They do not hold back. So just keep that one in mind.
Those Swifties are just as bad too. So it's wild.
It is wild. All right, Rick.
All right. You ready for this this matchup? At 7 versus 10, Norah Jones versus Drizzy Drake.
Drake. Easily.
Drake.
Drake.
That was the first wash matchup of the bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easily.
Shout out to Norah Jones for the album of the year, though. I don't even know what it is, but shout out to her. And then the last one of the first round, we got.
Come away with me.
Sure. Believe it. The last matchup of the first round is a pretty good one. Katy Perry and Alicia Keys.
Katy Perry or Alicia Keys?
Yeah.
Alicia Keys.
See, that's how you know he's from New York.
That's
how you know he's from New York.
That's my guy.
That's how you know he's from New York. Alicia's one of the most talented artists ever, so I got to agree with you there. But shout out to Katy Perry.
Yeah,
She's put out a handful of bangers, so shout out to her.
She definitely has. I think Alicia Keys she's written more like ballads, you know what I mean? And she's still in, you know, like her doing the song with Fabio kind of like put it back in, and then like Katy Perry, fire. I can't name anything relevant about her at this point in time.
It's been
American
while.
Idol.
Yeah, she's been on American
Idol as a judge. That's all.
See, that's like
now.
Wasn't Alicia the same, or Alicia was on The Voice?
Yeah, she was on The Voice.
She was in The Voice, so they're kind of in the same realm on that, which is kind of funny.
I like The Voice better now.
It's always
American Idol back in the day.
It's always been better. The Voice has always been better. It's a good show.
It is. I like it.
It's a good show. All right, let's slide back up to the top of this and get through them. So we've been through everybody. It was only the 16. So now we'll start eliminating your winners here. Let's start with U2 and Bad Bunny.
Oh shit, Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny already?
Yeah, Bad Bunny. Yeah, Bad Bunny. It's just they're not fucking with him right now. Nobody's fucking with him right now. Mm-mm.
Okay.
All right, Brick.
All right. 12-4. We got Usher and Adele. That boy fell out.
He's stumped.
Oh man.
That's tough.
I think Usher, man, I think Usher got more what you call it than Adele.
More hits?
Damn. Then Adele? Nah, he don't got more hits. No, I think Adele. Ah, fuck. Oh man.
It's a tough one.
Nah, I'm gonna go Usher. I feel like Usher has way more top 10 singles than Adele.
Final answer.
But I don't know because I remember Adele did some shit.
No.
Right? Okay, so yeah, nah, I'm going Adele. I'm going Adele.
You got Adele?
Final answer?
Yeah, I'm going Adele.
All right, we locking it in, Adele.
Adele has won. To the next round we go. Coldplay and Taylor Swift. We didn't get to talk about Taylor much.
Man, Coldplay is way more iconic, but Taylor Swift is whooping everyone's ass right now, so I gotta go Taylor.
Okay.
Not my favorite pick, but
yeah, but like I like the respect you have for it, despite maybe not being your favorite. I like that.
I gained a lot of respect for Taylor Swift when she came to Tampa, did the 3-night concert in a row, and shut the damn city down, bro. There was traffic in places I ain't never seen traffic because of her. All weekend.
For 3 straight days.
Shut the city down.
I've never seen anything like it.
That was nuts. So she got my respect a whole lot more now. That's crazy.
Shout out Taylor.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going Usher, man. Usher still found Bieber. I'm going.
Nah, you locked it in.
It's locked in.
Yeah.
It's locked in. All right.
Yeah, you really want to change it?
I do want to change it.
Okay.
All right. Well,
all right. We got
we'll give you your one.
That's your one. That's your mulligan. That's it.
Ain't no more changing.
All right. Final one of the second round. We got Drake and we got Alicia Keys. They've done music together, which is I think the only one on this list that's done that.
I'm still going Drake.
I agree. I'm here for that.
Yeah, no
Drake,
arguments.
Drake's too versatile.
Yeah. Alicia's amazing, but
we got an interesting Final Four.
What is our Final Four? Bad Bunny, Usher, Taylor Swift, and Drake. Okay.
Well, we'll start at the top. We got 9 versus 12. Bad Bunny versus Usher. Who's moving on to the championship round?
Oh, no, Bad Bunny for sure.
He's sweeping.
Easy.
Yeah, because like the problem is that you're not you can do both languages. That both language shit is hard. It's hard to beat.
I will say, Usher did do both languages. He was on a Romeo Santos song. I don't know if you remember that one.
That was Usher or that was Drake?
Both of them.
Ooh.
Both of them. Usher was on Promise. It was one song. He was on Promise by him and Romeo Santos. So keep that one in mind. It's a good song if you don't remember it. Check that one out. It's bachata.
Did not even know that.
I do think your answer is still correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm staying with that.
Yeah, I do think you're still in the right lane. To the other semifinal, to a spot in the championship, Taylor Swift and Drizzy Drake. Probably the 2 biggest English artists in the world.
Yeah. Nah, I'm going Drake.
I'm surprised there was that much thought on that one.
There was a little hesitation.
Oh, because I mean, like Taylor's still Taylor, you know. So, but I had to think about like the impact Drake has made, like
across
in other avenues.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way that I can really like put my finger on
Think
it to
think
give it to
about
be fair.
Euphoria. Like
But
Drake executive produced Euphoria, and that was the biggest show of the year when that season 1
that's
and 2
true.
came out. So, there's other avenues.
New season needs to drop.
Yeah, actually, though, that show's very good. You ready for your finals?
Finals, man.
Now another matchup. It seems like Drake did that song with everybody, but Drake and Bad Bunny.
That's fucking. I knew it. I knew it would come down to this.
They
It's
did the
only
song.
right.
It's only right.
It's
They
only
did the
right.
song Mia together, which is a banger. Bad Bunny, musician, wrestler, actor. Drake, actor, musician, executive producer, cognac creator, forgotten father, whatever else Drake is.
They both got the numbers. They both got whatever awards you want.
Mm-hmm.
This one's spicy.
And there's some thought being put
I'm,
into
I'm,
it too.
I'm going Drake. I'm going
You
Drake.
going Drake?
Only because Drake can affect the hip hop, and then Drake can also do like the patois, and then he's done Spanish.
Yeah, he is.
Now
He's
streaming
done,
wise, when it comes to numbers wise, like Bad Bunny's gonna kill him. But if I go just based off like culturally, I gotta pick Drake.
Yeah, I mean Drake's dipped his toes in so many bags, and the only one that hasn't been great is his EDM bag. Which, if he ever goes back to that, please get a like actual EDM artist to help you out, Drake. I'm begging you. But outside of that, like Drake's just the most like diverse and like willing to try out new things
I love
rapper that
that.
there probably is. So
Yeah,
so Drake's your winner. Lock it in.
lock it in. Yeah, Drake's the winner.
Drake is Pusha
Let's
Preme's
go.
Album of the Year artist champion. Congrats to Jersey Drake. This is his best achievement he's gotten in a decade. I can't think of anything that would be even remotely close to this. But hell yeah, those are some fantastic artists. And I'm sure a good chunk of them on you have inspired you, whether culturally, musically, or just made you had a good time at some point during your life. So shout out to every single one of them for them and the art they create.
That's facts. That's facts. I will say that.
Clap
Absolutely.
it up.
Now, before we get out of here, I did say that they probably impacted you and the art you create. You got an album on the way.
I do.
You got an
Yes,
album.
I do.
Let us know a little bit, as much as you're willing to tell the people about this album you got on the way.
So the name of the album is Heroes Eventually Die. It's partially a concept album, sequel to the last album, which was Hate to Say Goodbye. It's my first Afro album, full Afro album. I think that culturally for where I'm at, it's like a great segue to bring people into like the personal life, to kind of have them see like how is Preem doing all this and then handling like being a dad or being a husband or just dealing with like, the women in the industry, some of the niggas in the industry and things like that. So it's like a very cool based topic chapter of my life that I think everyone's going to enjoy. The production on it is me and Wild Child Beats. So the first time that me and one producer, we just went at it for majority of the records, like almost all of them. There's a couple one-offs here and there. I work with Julian as well too. But I think this one, just based off the listening party, is going to be like everyone's favorite. And it's right in time for the summertime. Well, towards the end of the summer, but Florida summer until like, damn near October. So it has a bunch of dope vibes on it. It drops on the 17th of August. We had to push it back just because of like, when people saw the artwork, my team was just so energized by like different ways that we can create a rollout plan for this. So, this is something I'm gonna be pushing for the remainder of the year and ongoing. And yeah, it's about that time. The single's been doing really well. So, I see everybody on the oh, I'm sorry, not the 17th, on the 1st of August.
Okay.
Yeah.
So pretty soon.
Yeah, come to August 1st. yeah, in a couple weeks. Like, yeah, after we do our beer launch on Sunday, we're gonna start making the announcements more and more. It was supposed to drop on the 7th, because this is my 7th album. I wanted to be 7/7 with it, but just like with everything going on with all the shows, I couldn't give like the proper rollout, and I want people to kind of like get as much time as they can to sit with this album. So the first is when we're dropping. The 17th is when we're doing the actual party that's focused on it, like the actual release party.
Okay. Cool. So
Awesome.
August 1st, we got Heroes Eventually Die by Pusha Preme. I'm looking
Yes,
forward
sir.
to that. The Afro album too, so it's a little bit of a full switch up, at least for a full feature project. And if you guys are already rocking with him, I know y'all be there. And if you haven't, please go check him out. Again, if you're a Tampa native, I'm sure you've seen him around in some capacity if you're on socials, but you'll know that it's Pusha Preme when you see the mask on. So go up to him, say what's up, tell him the Spectators sent y'all, because that's what it's all about, man. We got to connect and make sure the city's connected.
And we're not gonna skip over something that he said. He said he after the beer launch. We're not just gonna skip over that because that is a huge accomplishment in itself. But this man just be knocking them down one after the other. It's just normal to him. So please, for the people,
Appreciate
let them
y'all,
know a little more about that. Because that, again, you deserve your flowers on that. That's sick, bro.
I appreciate it. So I'm launching the beer with Zydeco Brew Works. It's a strawberry apricot based beer. It's called Diamonds and Pearls. We're doing an event called Strawberries and Preem. And basically, I'm really big advocate for like helping out artists and things of that nature. So we're gonna be playing a bunch of artists' music. Hopefully they record it so they can upload it to the ASCAP and get their credits for it. And it's kind of like a networking hub for people to kind of just like come and enjoy, have some beer, have some conversations, family friendly. We'll have the QR codes for the album there as well too. So if anyone wants to buy the album right now, it's available on Bandcamp, and it'll be available on Bandcamp until the last day of this month. So just it's kind of like that little get together. I always wanted to create a beer, so it was on my bucket list along with making a shoe, making a jersey from my old high school, and I have a couple other ones as well too. So shout out to Zydeco for entrusting me and just like helping out with it. Shout out to Mix for the artwork for the beer as well too. So yeah, everyone pop out, and if we get a good response, then it'll be on tap. So I'll be the first artist from Tampa that has a beer on tap.
Pretty cool.
So
Pretty cool. So wishing the best for that event that is going to be this Sunday. The date's eluding me. Was it the 15th, 16th?
16th, yeah,
16th.
16th.
Yeah,
Sunday the 16th, 4 to 7 p.m. at Zydeco Brew Works in Ybor, Florida. Well, Tampa, Ybor.
Absolutely. So you got any final words before we get up out of here with you, Mr. Pusha Preme?
Yes, anybody that's watching this, thank you for taking the time out. Please like and subscribe and comment. Follow these boys on their journey. Spectators Media, they do a lot of dope things for not only just like melanated men, but just for the culture of podcasting. So if you're a basketball fan, sports fan, or just a fan of just seeing people grow, you guys came to the right channel.
Absolutely appreciate you again. Thank you so much for taking 2 times out of your day to rock out with us, and we look forward to talking to you again soon. And best of luck with the beer and the album releases.
Yes, sir. Definitely, Ken.
Absolutely. Everybody, make sure you're following us at Spectators Media. I'm sure you just guys saw all of our rebranding stuff. We'll make sure to see you guys next week for episode 195. And until then, later, everybody.
Peace.
later, peace.